Mr. Stark, I don't feel so good. Well, after 2 reboots, we have Spider-Man Homecoming. And I'm just going to say this right now. I love this movie. This is probably my favorite Spider-Man movie besides Into the Spider-Verse. I just really had a blast. I actually saw this movie on July 6th, honestly. I'm not even joking. So, what's the plot of this movie? Well, basically, it takes place after the whole stuff in Civil War, where basically Peter is, he wants to go to the next retreat, aka next mission, and he's like waiting for Tony to say, "Yo, kid, here's the mission, yo." And he's just like trying to be a friendly neighborhood Spider-Man until a character known as the Vulture shows up and starts wrecking stuff up, and Peter has to try and stop this Vulture, but at the same time try to impress Tony Stark. So, yeah, let's talk about the movie. I love this movie. Now, people complain, oh, that Peter is Tony Stark Jr. in this movie. And to that I say, doesn't Peter also use, gadgets and stuff? Heck, in the Spider-Man PS4 video game, he uses a lot of gadgets and stuff, so you're going to have to... Also, people complain that, Tony gave him the suit. Oh, really? Then how come you didn't complain when, Dr. Octopus helped Peter make the suit in Spider-Man PS4? Why aren't you calling him Dr. Octopus Jr., huh? But still, let's talk about Tom Holland himself. I think he's a really good actor. I think this is actually my first, well, besides the war, this was my first movie I saw him in, and he is just such a blast. He is witty, he's always on, he's kind of balances a perfect mesh. Like, here's the thing, my thoughts on the previous Spider-Man actors, Tobey was fine as Peter Parker, but as Spider-Man, he was atrocious with stuff like, I'm the sheriff around these parts, and, it's over, Gabby, over for you. But with Andrew Garfield, well, I actually prefer the Andrew movies over the Tobey movies. Hey, don't hate me for saying that. But also, I think that Andrew Garfield was a much better Peter Parker and a much better Spider-Man, since at least he knows Spider-Man's character, unlike Tobey. Seriously, I think Tobey Maguire does a good job of blending the two very well. Then there's the Vulture, who I think is awesome. He's easily one of my favorite villains in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. He's not as good as villains such as Loki, Killmonger, Thanos, Kilgrave, or Kingpin, but he's definitely very good in my opinion. I'd say in terms of the movies, he would probably be, I'd say probably my third favorite. No, my fourth favorite behind Loki, Killmonger, and Thanos. I think he's really well done, and Michael Keaton does a really good job. Hey, isn't it funny that the original Batman is fighting the new Spider-Man? So it's DC versus Marvel this time, and this came out in 2017, and Marvel was able to beat DC. Until this year, where DC was able to beat Marvel. And with Marvel even having a character that was titled Marvel, and they still lost to DC. Kind of sucks for them. But still, the action is really good in my opinion. People complained that all the action was in the trailer, when in all the Spider-Man movies, I did my research on the original 3 movies, and all their action scenes were in the trailers, so why not complain about them, Raimi fanboys? But still, I don't really have much to complain about. Though I will say, Liz Allen, compared to other Gwen Stacy, isn't as good as a romantic love interest. But I still do love Spider-Man Homecoming, and it's actually a very fun time in my opinion. I'd probably put this in my top 5 of MCU movies, honestly. Is it as good as, say, Guardians Volume 2? No, but they are back-to-back, so I am good that 2 amazing movies are next to each other. Guardians Volume 2 is superior, but Homecoming comes close to it. So, that's really almost all the things I can say about Homecoming. I think it's a really well-made movie. I'm giving this movie an S rank. So, see you all later where we talk about, what was it called again? Oh, you're right. Thor: The Dark World. Is this the second Thor movie? Because I swear I think this is the second, because it's been a while since we reviewed the first Thor movie, and I think this is the second Thor film. Wait, this is the third one? Oh, okay. I mean, I forgot the second one already. Still. So, see y'all later where we talk about Thor: The Dark World. See y'all later, and bye. Oh, and I forgot to talk about this. The Stan Lee cameo. Basically, he's pretty much asking this lady, hey, what do you want? Hey, how is your mother doing? I thought that was kind of cute. But I do think since Endgame is going to be his last cameo, I think for Spider-Man, we could have had something better, in my opinion. Well, to be fair, in Into the Spider-Verse, we have probably my favorite Stan Lee cameo, so yeah. But just that pretty much Spider-Man is Stan Lee's baby, so yeah. Don't get me wrong, the cameo was still kind of funny, I just wish it could have been much more. So, see you all later, we're going to talk about Thor Ragnarok. Bye.